How do you trust God with your finances? When I hear that question, and I've heard it a lot, and not just with finances, but with anything, how do I trust God? I hear religion versus relationship. I pray enough. I read my Bible. Why isn't God coming through? Or polar opposite, I don't pray enough and I don't read my Bible, and that's why God's not coming through. Both of those are wrong. Both of those are religion, not relationship. When I was in climbing school, we had to climb the 35-foot poles. It was the first time we'd done it. Got all the way to the top. And then once we got to the top, the instructor, he threw a football up to us. And he said, now I want you guys to pass this back and forth. Everyone's going to get a turn. You're going to pass it, throw it, pass it, throw it, pass it, throw it, pass it, throw it. And every time you drop it, you're going to do an up down. You got to climb all the way down. You got to go all the way back up. And what he was trying to do is force us to trust our equipment. And then he said so much. As we're failing and we're not doing it, we do an up down. We get back up there and he tell, trust your equipment. You guys can hear me with this bird. He said, trust your equipment. And I yelled back down to him. I said, trust is earned. Everyone got a good laugh out of that, but it's true. It's true. I hadn't spent enough time in the saddle of my equipment to trust it. I hadn't fallen from the pole and my equipment saved me to realize that it's okay to trust. I'm safe. I'm not going to get hurt. It wasn't until years later, I was a lineman for 4+ years. It wasn't until years later, I'm climbing 45, 55-foot poles and not even caring, right? I trust my climbing equipment more than I trust the ladder. And that's kind of a running joke with a lot of the linemen I used to work with, is we'd get on a 15-foot ladder and we're just shaking. But we get on a 55-foot pole and we're fine because we've spent more time in our climbing gear than we ever had on a ladder. And so we trust our climbing equipment. We know we're safe. We've been proven, it's proven itself over and over and over again that it's not going to hurt us. It's going to save us. And so take that analogy, take that little story and apply that to God. How do you trust God with your finances? Well, you got to trust him with the little things. You got to give him the little things, and he will prove to you that he's worthy to be trusted. He will prove to you that he's going to come through, that he is a good God. That's how you trust him. That's how you build trust. That's how you build a relationship. See, we're designed for relationship. We're built for relationship. And that's how you do it. The first person you met and you said, that's going to be my wife right there. She's my wife. And maybe it was love at first sight, but did you trust her at first? Or was that slowly built up over time? I've been married 13 years and we are still cultivating trust all the time. There's still breakthroughs that we've had in our marriage, even up till now, where it's just like, wow, I know you, right? And I trust you. And then we've had backslides where I mess up, I drop the ball and I hurt her. And then we've got to build that trust back up. Relationship is it's a never-ending cycle. Paul teaches to pray without ceasing. And Jesus says in Matthew 6 to give us today our daily bread. What is he saying? We're to go to him all the time. That is relationship. That's relationship. Bring him in the smallest things, choose him in the smallest moments, trust him in the smallest ways, and then it can build up over time. It's an accumulated wealth in a relationship, right? I think a lot of times we have this misnomer: if I cry out loud enough, if I rip my shirt, if I throw my hands up and I have this breakthrough, I can't do it anymore, that God's gonna be like, finally, and then pour out all of his good graces to us. And maybe sometimes that is the case. Maybe for some people that's the only way he can get through to them, but not the majority. That's an outlier. That's not how it's done. That's an outlier. The vast majority of us need to pray without ceasing. We need to come to him daily for our smallest needs and build that relationship over time. If you're going to follow me, follow him first. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.